Julian, on your case, man. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you don't move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on mother. Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup.
I know you guys say you can't hear me when the music's playing. Not a problem, because I'm not saying anything. But I am looking to see you dance. Are you dancing?
Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Body ocean is a big Titanic, woman and nice, sweet, fantastic. Body ocean is a big Titanic. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it, move it.
All right, everybody. Good evening, good evening. How are you? How are you? How are you?
And you don't need.
All right. So excited to be here with you. I have a little tickle in my throat tonight. I'm Marcia Brown, your business leader, or whatever you want to call me. You know, I'm the person that's here to help you get more out of your business and be successful, because you know what? There's no one out there who cares as much about your success as you and me. Because my goal is to help you get everything you want out of your business. So this is why we do this every week. We come together so that we can share with you tips and ideas that will help you succeed. So right now, I'm going to ask you to help a friend. That's right. Call a friend, reach out to a friend right now, comment, tag, let them know they need to be here to get excited about their business, to learn how to build a business, to learn tips and ideas on how they can become even more successful in their business. As always, I want to remind you guys, please go over to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Give them permission to let you see who's talking, so that Charlie can see who's talking and he can keep track of everybody and the comments that you're making. You remember, every time you comment, every time you share, every time you tag somebody to get them on here, that's giving you another chance in Charlie's drawings. So be sure that you are active in those commenting, and you are sharing, and you are saying things. And if I ask a question, start commenting, start putting your thoughts, start putting your ideas. So right now, I want to ask you guys to do me a favor in the comments right now. Tell me something that you are excited about. That's right, guys. Tell me something that you're excited about. It's shout out time. Can you, did you date a party today? Did you talk to somebody about joining our team? Did you hit submit? We want to know what you're doing, what you're excited about. I know I'm going to give a shout out right now to Marcia, because Marcia over there in Las Vegas, she's not limiting herself as to where she can find parties. She is reaching out all over the country, and she just dated a party in Hawaii. That's right. So one of the things that I always look for is when people say, you know, I think about when people say, oh, I can't find anybody to have a party. Guys, how many friends do you have on Facebook? Do you have 100 friends? Do you have 200 friends? Do you have 500 friends? Do you have 1,000 friends on Facebook? Doreen, that is awesome. An in-home party is my favorite kind of party. JC sold a pressure cooker. That is amazing as well. But one of the things that I want you guys to remember, when someone says to me, I just can't find anybody who wants to have a party, then my next question is, how many anybodies, how many nobodies, how many people did you ask? Because if I were to go and look at my Facebook friends, okay, the people that I know on Facebook, and I know I haven't asked every one of them to have a party. Now, have I posted about Tupper on my page? Yes. Have they commented and said, I want to have a party? No. Because they're waiting for me to ask them. That's the way it works. They're waiting for me to ask them. And so the key is that we have to reach out. We have to put our names out there in as many different places as possible so that people can see us, can find us. And that's how we're going to grow our business. So let me go ahead and start our time off tonight with our quote, because, you know, I always like to start with a quote, and I'll make it a little bigger so you can see it. Determination is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. And guys, I'm going to be really honest with you. There are days that I do not feel like doing it. Just like any of us. I wake up and for whatever reason today it's just I feel sluggish. I feel maybe I didn't take my ashwagandha. That's what Charlie always says. Ashwagandha is an herb that I take that's supposed to help you feel better, feel positive and have energetic and I take it every day. So but some days maybe I get up and he goes, "Did you take your ashwagandha? Because you don't have that go get 'em attitude that you usually have." And the thing about it, I think, is that we all have to have time to replenish, to refill our own cups. But the key to our business, because this is our business, we do not work for Tupperware. We do not work for Marsha Brown. We do not work for Hooray Sales. We do not work for any of our directors. We work for ourselves. And we have to be the best boss there is. And when you think about a best boss, what is your best boss? The best boss you've ever had, what was it you liked about them? Go ahead and put that in the comments right now. What was the best thing you liked about a boss that maybe you had sometime? And what I'm going to say while y'all are filling in those things there is that for some of us, it's probably someone that, cared about our success. It's about someone that took an interest in helping us. It's about someone that didn't browbeat us all the time and tell us what we couldn't do. It was somebody who was telling us what we could do and was teaching us how to get better. So I want you to remember that because you work for the best boss in the world. Everybody, pick up your right hand, turn it around to face away from you, and give yourself a pat on the back because you work for the best boss in the world, yourself. And that's exactly right. They're friendly, they're supportive. And you've got to be friendly to yourself. You've got to be supportive to yourself. You can't play favorites with yourself. You've got to be as diligent and determined with yourself as you would anybody else. So determination is doing what needs to be done. So one of the ways that I look at my business, and Tupperware is my business, and it is not for me, it's not a hobby. It never really has been a hobby. It was a part-time job at one point, but it became a full-time job. And when it became a full-time job, it was one that I had to treat like a full-time job because before, when I worked for the government, I had hours I had to show up at work. I had tasks that had to get done every day. I had papers that I had to write. I had public hearings that I had to do. I had travel that I had to go on. And it didn't matter whether I really felt like doing it that day or if I wanted to do it that day. I still had to show up and I still had to do the work. Well, the same thing applies in our business. I have goals that I want in my business. You have goals you want in your business. And if you don't, that's the first place you got to get back to because even if I have a job for somebody else, I have a goal. That goal is I have to show up and work my 8 hours a day, right? I have to show up and work my 40 hours a week, whatever it is. So that's a goal. So in our business, we set the goals for ourselves, we set the hours for ourselves, and we hold ourselves accountable to that. And so one of the things that for me was always important is that I always had what I called my daily dues, the things that I had to do every single day. Do you have daily dues? Do you have things that you know you need to do every single day so your business grows? If so, go ahead and put those in the comments. I want to know, what are your daily dues when it comes to your Tupperware business? It might be for something like post on my Facebook page today about a recipe. So every day posting a recipe or a food tip or a kitchen hack, something like that. It might be you put on your calendar that in the week you're going to cook dinner live on Facebook so that people or post a picture of what you cooked for dinner. Just like JC just said, she posted a picture of her pot roast that she made last night in her pressure cooker, and she sold a pressure cooker because somebody could not believe you could do a pot roast that looked that good and that tender in 30 minutes. So you've got to have a plan of action that you're going to do. So posting on your page, posting in your VIP group, and you got to think about the bigger picture because I don't want to just limit myself to one place. I want to reach and do things other places. I want to spread the love, spread the Tupper love everywhere I go. The other things that you got to do is you got to think about how am I going to get new customers every day? Because once again, one of the biggest concerns that I hear from our team members and from people outside our company is, you know, everybody I know doesn't want to do this, or I can't find anybody that wants to do this. Well, then we're not looking enough. We're not reaching outside our circle enough. So then that becomes another to do, a daily do, a weekly do, a weekly objective. I have daily do's and weekly objectives. That's the real way I look at it. So my objective is that every week I will get 5 new customers. 5 new customers every week from outside of my parties. So just that means that I've got to be looking for places to connect with new people. You see, at my parties, I'm hopefully going to get some new customers, right? Because there'll be new people there. And the way I get parties is I get new customers and I get new connections. So I've got to be always looking for that. So one of the things that you can do, even in a virtual world, is you could maybe, if you have a VIP group, do some kind of campaign every week to get the people who are part of your VIP group to invite other people. So you can do it kind of different ways, to get that to happen. But bottom line, what you're trying to do is reach from your circle of friends to your circle of friends' friends to the circle of friends' friends, right? That's the key, and sharing is the key. You've got to get other people to help you reach out. You've got to reach new people yourself. You've got to look for groups that you can join, different kinds of community groups that are on Facebook to get yourself out there. Look for maybe different people that you know in town or places that you go in town that you can connect with new people. Carry some of your mailers with you with your contact information. If you haven't been using the QR codes, Corinne talked about those a couple months ago, about having the QR code on the back of your phone. So then you can just have people scan it and go right to it as well. This weekend, I realized I didn't have my QR code on the back of my phone like I should have. And we were getting some gas at a gas station, and this person comes, she goes, "Oh, you're with Tupperware. Do you have a catalog?" And I go, "No, I don't have a catalog," because I don't like to carry catalogs. I don't like to give out catalogs, because to me, I'm just giving away money if I don't know how to get in touch with these people. But what I did, and I actually did this 3 times last week, with because we were traveling some and I was not carrying a lot of stuff with me, is I said, "Let me get your phone number, and I'll text you my website." So when I pulled up my phone and I said, "Okay," and they gave me their phone numbers and they gave me their names, and I saved it in my phone, and I texted them right then and I said, "Hey, it's Marcia the Tupperware Lady." And then I sent them my website. But see, now they're in my phone too. And so now they have me in their phone and I'm in their phone. But now I'm adding them to my regular texting group, because I do a thing called Project Broadcast, where I text once a week, the like specials that we have. If there's a new special, I'll send that out as a text to my customers. So this gives me a way to meet new customers. So one of the weekly objectives is to get 5 new customers every single week. From that, you're going to get parties. Daily dues, asking 5 people to have a party. At the weekly objective, to date 5 parties. See? So it kind of goes like that. Every day I'm talking to people. I'm talking to 5 people every day so that I can add new customers. I'm asking 5 people to date a party so I can date parties. And for the week, I want to have met 5 new customers and added them to my contacts, and have 5 new people that have dated parties with me. And it's just as getting into that routine and making that a goal, so that if I come to, like Monday, nothing happened, and Tuesday, nothing happened, then I know Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I got to pick up my game a little bit. I got to do a little bit more. Determination is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. We are getting ready to close the month of April. We have 2 more days after today. We had a challenge that I gave you guys 2 weeks ago to add parties into the last 2 weeks. They needed to, to started by Saturday, closed by tomorrow. Any party that you close by tomorrow, I'm counting for this. You've got to close the parties by tomorrow. And so they can be anywhere from a $150 to $450 party, a $451 party to a $999 party, and $1,000 or more party. You're going to screenshot the part at the end of the party when you submit it and it shows that the party submitted and it has the total sales for the party, I want you to screenshot that and post it on the post on the Hooray group. Okay. Really important that you're posting that on the Hooray group, because that's how I'm going to know you did it. And then I'm giving you through tomorrow, because to get the parties closed and to get everything posted to me on Wednesday, because Thursday I'm going to do the snag a bag drawings and I'm going to give away prizes with all the parties that are booked. So they're going to go in a drawing, and whatever the sales are of that party wins them which surprise bag. And if we have a lot of people, I just might do more than one. But this is the cool thing, that we're doing this as a way to help you. And because, like I said, there's nobody out there that cares as much about your business as you do, and that I do for you. So I'm going to do everything I can to support you, help you to achieve those goals that you have. And what you have to do is care enough about yourself to do the work to make it happen. So let's keep dating those parties. We have those 2 more days. We have a lot of things to accomplish. We need everybody doing their best. We need everybody tagging their friends right now and saying, guys, come on and help us out. Come on, jump on the call right now. Let's learn some stuff. Let's do some stuff. Let's make our goals happen. I want each of you to send a message right now to your director and say, what more does the team need? What can I do? I want you to reach out to a friend of yours and say, hey, I'm in a challenge to help my team. I need just one more person to let me do a quick messenger party. Last week, we had some great training from Shannon on how to do the messenger party. We've given you a link that you can click to go get an outline of what to post all through the day. As she shared in hers, she usually starts it like on one day and goes till the next day. It's basically a little over 24 hours, depending on when you start it. And then, it's a posting throughout that. There's, some different tips she shared with you. If you didn't see it last week, go back, watch the replay. The slides are posted. And as I said, the mock party is created. You can cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. There's a great app called Boards. If you've never used it, Boards, Boards, Boards. It's a great place for you to save all of these images and all of these words that we're talking about, so that wherever you are, you can be at the ball field, you can pull out your phone and you can go click, 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 and it will go post, post, post right into your party, the pictures and the words that you want it to post, without you having to type or cut or paste anything. So go check that out. If you haven't, we'll get someone to train on that for you coming up here soon if you haven't heard about it. If you want to know more about stuff like that, put that in the comment. If there's things you want to know how to do, put that in the comments, because that way that helps me know what we can do to help you coming up. So this is going to happen on Thursday. I'm going to do the drawing. You got to get your parties held and closed out by tomorrow. You've got to get your picture of the final page, the totals of your party, and that it closed by Wednesday so that you can be in my drawing on Thursday. Of course, all of these items are going away. We do have a few things that have already sold out. The beautiful blue and beautiful pink Measuremates have sold out. They are being, we are offering the red set at the same $19 price, which is a really great price for that. And so we've got that going on. The Smooth Chopper Tall has also been depleted, but they have replaced it with the Supersonic Chopper Extra. That's the big one with the clear base, much bigger value for $25. And then we've also sold out of the blue universal jugs, and we're almost out of the gold ones. And but there's plenty of the pink. In fact, I would reach out to folks that that maybe support breast cancer awareness. I was just talking to one of my hosts, and they do a big thing for the Tatas every August. And so we were talking about doing some little giving, like I was talking about donating a few of these with stuff in them and a gift certificate for them to use as raffle gifts at their event. So reach out. Plus, if you've got some Mary Kay friends, they may need something like that also to be able to use. They can use it to carry stuff from, to their parties and things. So it'd be just a kind of fun. I just think they're a cool container, those universal jugs. Terry shared with you some great tips on using those as shower gifts, baby shower gifts. and also as like memory boxes or time capsules. And I think that those would be really great to use as little gift boxes. So you have them and you can put all kinds of little goodies in it and give it to somebody. So those are some tips and ideas for those. Everything else, pretty much, we're still good to go on. There are still some of the rounds that go with the silicones. All of the other rounds have completely sold out of the catalog. So we've got a new catalog coming on Thursday, lots of great new stuff. And some things, I put a complete list in the page just a little bit earlier, are already being replaced with the colors in the new catalog. And that's a good thing. This is a good problem for us to have because it means people want our products. And this is going to help you too. Then this is why front loading your month is so important, because you don't want to wait to the end of the month and then suddenly everything that people want is sold out. So you got to start early. You got to bank those parties in early and get things going. And here's another thing, guys. If you really want to make the end of this month strong, go ahead and start your parties today. Start a party tomorrow. Give them the opportunity to take advantage of these specials now, but leave the party open into next week. And then you can close the party next week in May so that they get all the May host offers. And so that way they get the best of both. I just did that with one of my hosts today as well. We just put in an order for her. She had $500 already with all of these things, but she's got things for the new catalog. She's got people that want to get some stuff out of the new catalog and the new May brochure. So we're going to do, another event next week for her and then close it out so that she's able to get double whammy, because there's things she wants out of there were things she wanted out of both brochures. So this is how we're doing it. She gets to shop now and she gets to shop later, and she gets to get all of that free stuff by being a Tupperware host. And that's when all our hosts are the most, right? All right. Last 2 days for our sale of the That's a Bowl towers. 2 more days to find out who's going to be our top 5 and get those cute, adorable Mrs. Maisel ornaments that I had custom made for us last year, and I have 5 left over. This is our top 5 as of yesterday, because I didn't get an update, or the last update I got, I haven't gotten a new one today, but these are our top 5 right now. I will tell you that Celia, number 5, is actually in a 5-way tie, but she has the most total sales of the 5-way tie. And that tie, and the number that those folks have is 5. So that means if you want to get one of my ornaments, push to get more than 5 sold before Wednesday so that you can move up into that top 5 positioning there as well. Also, we had a fun event going on last week. We ran it until Friday. It was our If It Fits, It Ships. And we had a goal of hitting $105,000 by Friday. We did not make it to that goal by Friday. Bummer. But we had a great we had a great week last week. We ended up with a little over 99,000 towards our goal. And so as you count that up, we had once we hit 500, for every 5,000, I would add 5 pieces of Tupperware. So we have 25 pieces of Tupperware, and I have a whole box of stuff pulled, ready to go. And tomorrow, around 1 o'clock Eastern time. Now I'm going to say around because I have a call that I have to be on. We have a regional call every week, and it goes long sometimes. So what we're going to focus on is trying to get. I'm going to try to get off that call, get everything set up so we can go live and do this. So I encourage you to be there. Everybody who hit submit last week during the challenge is going to be in the drawing, and each day that you hit submit gives you a chance in the drawing. So that's going to be cool. Also, so we're just going to have lots of fun with it. And I have found some really cool stuff you've never seen before. Maybe most of you've never seen it before, that I'm going to be giving away in the If It Fits, It Ships. And if you've never seen it, you don't want to be there. Hey, if you've seen If It Fits, It Ships, go ahead in the comments, tell everybody why it's so much fun. What makes it so much fun? Why does everybody want me to do it? Because I get crazy and I give away lots of stuff. So that's going to be happening. All right, we've got 2 more days for you to qualify for your Fridge Smart set with $500 in sales. Every 500 gets you a set for $30. You can have, there's no limit. You can do 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. It's all up to you. And of course, 2,500 for the month gets you that beautiful, amazing, clearly elegant set for just $15. Or that, not clearly elegant, what's it called? Ultra clear. I get those clear things all mixed up. Ultra clear. I do know that they make those in Hemingway, South Carolina, though, and we want to make them, have to make a lot of them. So let's work on that. Oh, I love it too. And if it's free, it's for me is always a good way to go. And I thought that was really cute, JC. It's like Christmas. Yeah, it kind of is. It's like, what's going to go next? What's going to go next? So we'll see what's coming up next. And so we've also got these great rewards for our recruiters. And that's you. You are the recruiter. You are the person who cares enough to share with somebody else. And one of the things that I think sometimes we get caught up in is thinking that they might not want to do it. Well, you know what? If we don't ask, we don't know. And if we don't ask, we're basically saying, I'm making the decision for you. And I'm just so thankful that Frances Oppenheimer asked me, and she didn't ask me one time and accept it when I said no. She asked me 2, 3, 4, 5. She asked me, I don't even know how many times, because every time that I saw her for the next 6 months, she would be dropping hints, talking about it in a very subtle way. She didn't say, do you want to sell Tupperware? Do you want to sell Tupperware? What she would do, though, is I remember the time she drove up to my house in her brand new car that she had just gotten as a Tupperware leader. And she was showing me her new car. And she goes, look, it's got AC. It's got automatic windows. Because see, this is back in the day when we had to crank the windows down. So she was doing that. And I'm thinking to myself, how can she afford a new car? Her husband's a grad student at Duke. She sells Tupperware. Where's the money? And then when she told me it was Tupperware that provided her that vehicle, I was like, wow, maybe. And then so I started thinking, maybe I should consider this. Oh, Siri, I'm not sure I'm understanding either. Siri's talking to me. I didn't even call her name out. All right, but I must have sounded like I said her name, didn't I? Okay, so anyway, my point is, you cannot not ask, because you owe it to people to give them this chance, to give them the chance to learn about our business. Because when you do that, you're opening a door for them to take advantage of so much, to get Tupperware at a discount, to earn products at free or really, really low prices. We're offering them a chance to come and build a resume of skills that they can use for other things. We're giving them an opportunity to be a part of the Friends Club. So right now in the comments, guys, tell me what's something you've gained from being in Tupperware. What's something that you've gained because you said yes, because you decided to give it a try? Go ahead and put that in the comments, because I think it's important for us to remember always why we said yes, but also to be aware of why other people say yes, because we don't want to be limited as to the people we talk to. We want to realize that people come to this business for so many reasons. And the large part for many of them is making money, but they make money on their time. They make money because it's flexible. They make money without a limit as to how much they can make. They make money while building their confidence. They make money and not have to worry about the fact they don't have a specific education. And along the way, they fill their kitchen with amazing Tupperware products. Yep. One of my favorite people that I've worked with over the years was one of our leaders. And she was just the most delightful person, but she had always felt that she wasn't good enough because she was very sick. She had rheumatic fever when she was growing up. And so she was always sick and she had to homeschool a lot. And so when she was in 10th grade, she dropped out of school because she just was she was really weak and, it was really hard for her. And she just didn't feel like she could go on. So she dropped out of school. And because of that, she always felt she wasn't good enough, and that her job offers were limited, what she could do was limited, until she found Tupperware. And in Tupperware, she excelled because there was no one that said, you can't do it because you don't have a degree. You can't do it because you're this age. You can't do it because you don't know these things. She came in and people said, let us teach you and let us help you. And you can succeed. And she did. And she went on to be one of the tops in the country and to even be a business leader of her own. And this is why I say this business is a life-changing business, and it gives you the opportunity to do it on your terms. So we need to be out there talking to people. And one of the ways that we can help you talk to people is to get them on tomorrow. So tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, we are doing Pizza Perks and Profits. And what that is I'm going to use pizza as an analogy for making money in Tupperware, because it starts with the dough, and we're going to talk about the dough and how you make the dough grow. And we're going to talk about how the things that matter are like the tomato sauce that goes on top of it. And we're going to talk about the cheese, and all the things that go with that, and then the toppings that are on it. We're going to talk about how you can take the slice that fits your life. And I'm just going to share all those things with them in a fun way. And we're going to do it. And I'm going to actually make pizza live for you guys so that you can see it. And I'm going to use our Great Master, and I'm going to use our Thatsables, and I'm going to use lots of different Tupperware products for people to see them as well. So that way, you're going to get to learn some recipes. Your guests that you're inviting are going to learn some recipes. They're going to get to see our products in action. They're going to also learn why Tupperware could be the right choice for them. And as always, there'll be a little something extra that I will give to anyone who joins. But I'm also going to be giving away Domino gift cards to the people who are on. So I'm going to give away a couple of Domino gift cards as well as some Tupperware prizes. And if your guest wins, you win too. So here's the thing. There is a group, facebook.com/group/pizza perks and profits. Get on over there, make sure you're in the group, and then start inviting people. Now, don't just start adding names. Reach out to people and say, hey, do you have 30 minutes tomorrow night to jump on a Zoom with me just to hear how to make pizza, get some real fun tips on making pizza, and just to learn a little bit about Tupperware? You don't even have to tell them that we're going to talk about selling Tupperware. Just tell them, like, learn a little bit about Tupperware, period. Because they're going to learn about the Tupperware products while we're doing it. And I'm real clever as to how I do this, guys. So, they're going to have fun, and they're going to enjoy it, and they're going to have a chance to win some prizes, and they're going to get some recipes. And that's the key. If you're in the group already, you know that I've already posted 2 different recipes for you, and I've got some more that are coming. And so you can check those out also. And then there is a Zoom link in the group. So I want you to think about some people to invite. All right. If you've already invited somebody, in the comments, go ahead and tell us, yeah, I invited, and who you invited and why. All right. Because that's going to help other people know who to invite and why. So here's some people that I want you to think about. Right now, get your piece of paper. And when I describe this person to you, I want you to write somebody's name down. Okay. So somebody that's bright and bubbly, someone that's just always fun to be around, someone that has children. It doesn't matter whether they have 1 or 10 or what ages they are. Just if they have children, put that person down. Folks that are always gigging, the folks who always have a side job going on, are always doing something to make extra money. Those are really great people to invite. Someone that loves to cook. I mean, what better person to have in Tupperware, right, than someone who loves to cook? The person who has placed a large order with you, they must love Tupperware. Or someone who places a lot of orders with you. Every time there's something on special, they're placing an order. Someone who's retired, maybe they're looking for something to do to just stay engaged and active. A career person who's looking to get ahead. A lot of times people have a job, a career path that they're on, and they kind of hit a roadblock and they realize they can't go further. In my Tupperware business, I've had people come into the business that were stockbrokers because the stress was killing them and they wanted something they could do that was fun, that gave them the potential to make a lot of money. I've had a doctor's wife who came in just because she wanted to have some mad money of her own. I had someone who was a nurse who's left the nursing profession to do Tupperware full time. I've had school teachers leave teaching to come do Tupperware full time. I've had school teachers who did it just for the summertime. And that's actually one of my categories on here, is that your school teachers, your bus drivers, your teachers' aides, they're going to have all summer. They could come in and do it as a summer job. A college student, once again, looking for a way to make some money on their terms, on their time, during the summer or even during the school year. Corinne was here a couple weeks ago sharing with you. She was 19 years old in college when she started, and it was a way for her to be able to work her schedule the way she needed to while studying for her degree. A person that's getting married who doesn't need Tupperware in their kitchen when they're doing that. Someone who's a new homeowner. Someone who's trendy and has a real retail therapy, but needs a retail therapy budget. They want to always have all the newest stuff and they need extra money to be able to do that. That's another person. Someone who's pregnant or someone who's on maternity leave. I will tell you, that's why I came in, because I didn't want to leave my baby. Someone who, I've already said, people who love Tupperware. Someone who's busy, because busy people get the most done. And last but not least, your friends, your neighbors, your relatives. They all deserve to hear the facts. And so it's all up to you to invite them. So right now, how many people do you have on your list? Go ahead in the comments. Tell me, do you have one person on your list? Do you have 5 people on your list? Do you have 10 people on your list? Who has already written down 16 names of people that you're going to reach out to and invite to be a part of our Pizza Perks and Profits tomorrow night? I can't even talk. Gosh, it's crazy. All right, so Charlie's checking out. He's going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to be going back and looking because I want to see how many people you invite to the group, because I want us to get 50 guests on there for tomorrow night. Because when we have 50 guests on there tomorrow night, I just might go crazy and give away a Micro Pro grill. That's right, a Micro Pro grill, because that's the best place to warm up your leftover pizza. So if we got 50 guests on there tomorrow night, I'm going to give away a Micro Pro grill. So are you going to make me do it? I hope so. Okay, so what else have we got going on? We're almost coming to the end here, because on Thursday, it's birthday month. And I want to share this with you guys because this is truly, we've talked about birthday month, and some of you are newer and you're going like, what's the big deal about birthday month? What does it really mean and everything? Well, the thing about it is that, I forgot to put that on there while we were doing that, is that we do this as a way of celebrating the difference that we make in people's lives. And Brownie Wise, as some of you know, was kind of the inspiration for our Tupperware Party Plan. And she was the first woman president. Well, she was the first woman for sure. She was a president in Tupperware. And she was the first woman to ever be on the cover of Business Week magazine. And she was all about empowering women to live their dream life. And one of the things that she wrote in there, they used to have a little newsletter that she would mail out to everybody. And this was back in 1956. And she says, I suppose some people wonder why a company should celebrate a birthday. She goes, because in many companies, of course, then, to many companies, celebrating a birthday, unless it's a 50th or 100th, would seem ridiculous, because this is 56. They'd only been around 10 years then. This company that deals only with things really has nothing to celebrate on its birthday. But a company such as ours is made up of people and progressing because of people, and has something significant to celebrate when its birthday rolls around. We are celebrating birthdays for a great many people. It's your birthday. It's my birthday, as well as Tupperware's birthday. And each successive birthday marks a star of growth, not just company growth, but growth of the individuals who make up our company. Tupperware's growth is your growth. And you too can have it in Tupperware, have more than you ever dreamed possible. And so we want to celebrate this month big by celebrating her legacy. This would have been her 103rd birthday, I think is what it is. May is also Charlie's birthday, and you're going to be hearing about some special things for Charlie's birthday this month too, because it's Charlie's 70th birthday. And we have this great host program. We go all out. We give lots and lots of stuff away to our host. We have our Cervelier salad bowl as the booking bonus. They can add 3 more of those as a thank you gift or choose one of the regular ones. They have a host bonus at the $350 level where they can choose either the cake taker or 3 more of the salad bowls for $10 as a bonus gift as well. We have a new host gift special. It's the Cervelier collection, 15-piece collection. And if we do it like everybody else does, it's a 30-piece collection because you got 15 containers and 15 seals. We also have our salad time set continuing, but best of all, at the $1,000 level with 2 bookings, our hosts are getting double host credits. And so one of the key things here is that I would encourage you to get your host to go together with a friend. So they've booked their party and you say, well, who on your friends list is probably going to want to book a party with you? Who would like to join in with us and have a party too? Because we can do the parties at the same time. Then the 2 of you can split it. Because if you get 500 and she gets 500, each of you get somebody to book a party. That's $1,000 party with 2 bookings. They can then choose, they get 1 booking bonus, but they could choose the thank you gift with the set of 3, and they could get the host bonus at the $350 of 3 bowls, so that each have 3 bowls. Then they could get the 400 host credits, which means they can get 2 of the Cervelier sets, because that's 150. Then they could also get 2 of the salad sets, or they can take and split that, and each of them have $200 to spend however they want to spend it. And so that's a really smart way to get people to party, and it makes it easier for you to do big things as well as you're going forward. So we want to keep dating those parties. We are in a dating blitz. I've seen several of you posting and talking to folks about it. That's really important. We want to make sure we get that out there. There is a place for you to register those parties on the thing, because Hernan is doing drawings and stuff for all of that. But we're really focusing on these first 2 weeks, April 27th to May 10th. It's our fast out of the gate. You'll hear more about it on Thursday, but you do not want to wait to start dating those parties, because you want to have a full date book as you go into Thursday as well. I do want to tell you about something coming up a little bit later in the month. We'll give you more details coming up, but it is coming. It is our Keno that we're going to be doing. And if you've never played Keno, it's sort of like bingo. But the way we're going to do it is that we just are inviting our guest to come. Okay, so you got your pizza tomorrow. We're going to tell them we're going to get people, we're going to get them to come and invite people to the Keno. The Keno is going to be coming up in May, on May the 18th. Okay, so just go ahead and mark that on your calendar. Right now, we're focused on dating parties for the first 2 weeks. As you're doing your parties, if people don't want to have parties or whatever, you can invite them to come to Keno. It's just a fun way for them to come. They're going to pick, there's a Google form they're going to fill out. They're going to pick 5 numbers between 1 and 25. They've got to register ahead of time. And then we're going to go live on that night, and we're going to play some games, and they're going to win prizes. Now, there's going to be lots of little prizes that we're going to give away. We're going to have some little demos in between each one, little commercials about Tupperware in the middle. And then if they come and if they place an order with their consultant before the Keno or during the Keno, then they're also going to get to play for some special prizes on a different table. So just everybody gets to play for prizes. But if they place an order, if they bring an order with them and give it to their consultant beforehand, they're going to get to play for bigger gifts. We're going to have a way for us to track that during it. You'll get all the details coming up, just kind of giving you a high level real quick. And we are going to have a drawing at the end for everybody who joins. There's going to be a super surprise gift for anybody who joins our team. There's going to be a super gift for the people who book parties. We're going to give a big drawing there. And of course, we're going to have some special prizes that we're going to give away for everybody who's on, that are part of it. We'll have like a grand prize drawing and some fun stuff along the way. So keep that on your calendar. It's coming up on May the 18th. All right. So as we wrap up tonight, I think Charlie's already shared with you a winner. I want to close with this quote from Brownie Wise. Success is not having something or being somebody. Success is doing something. And that kind of goes right along, like we started at the beginning. Determination is about showing up and doing the work even when you don't feel like it. Because if you're going to have success, you got to keep showing up. You got to keep doing stuff. So I want to hear from you in the comments right now. I might go back and pick another person and give something else away. Tell me what you're going to do in the next 24 hours to finish April strong and to start your May on fire. Okay, go ahead in the comments, let me know. And as you are doing that, we're going to have a little music so we can boogie our way on out of here. You're the best. We love you.
Woman in nice broad face and a nice hip, make man flip and bust them lip. Woman are nice and need to get thick. Picture about the ocean at the big Titanic. Woman a nice broad face and a nice hip, make man flip and bust them lip. Woman are nice and need to get thick.